to discuss about T flip flop, that means toggle flip flop. So, in previous class we discussed about JK flip flop. This is JK flip flop. So, now from this JK flip flop we are going to get T flip flop by just joining J and K like this. I am just joining this J and K, I am connecting to single T toggle input. So, then we are getting T flip flop. This is the structure for T flip flop. Here you can observe a clock pulse. So, now why we are using this toggle flip flop means if you want any only toggle state in JK flip flop, you can do like this. That means you can join J and K and you can use it as toggle flip flop. It will provide only one condition, that means toggle condition, and other condition is no change. Obviously, T means you are having two inputs, either 0 or 1. In 0 condition it will provide no change condition, and if toggle is enabled, that means toggle is equivalent to T is equivalent to 1, then it is going to provide our toggle output. So, now we will see the operation here. So, T may be either 0 or 1. Here your Qn, you do not know your present state. So, just now I am writing like do not care. So, I am taking case 1. So, that case is equivalent to T equal to 0. If T equal to 0, what is going to happen means every time clock must be is equivalent to 1, otherwise total flip flop will be in the same condition. So, that is why I am taking clock as 1 to trigger my flip flop. So, here if T is equivalent to 0, so J equal to 0, K equal to 0 condition will take place. So, here when J equal to 0, K equal to 0, these two gates is going to provide 1 1 as input of this latch circuit. So, now here if this gate output is equivalent to 1, then I am just writing the equation for Qn plus 1. Every time you need to write equation for Qn plus 1. These two are not outputs. These are just present states. Every time your output of your sequential circuit or flip flop is nothing but next state. So, every time you need to write equation for Qn plus 1 only by taking the reference by back propagating these present states. So, now I am writing Qn plus 1. To get Qn plus 1, so I need this input from complement of present state. So, 1 into Qn bar whole bar you are getting, here you are getting Qn. So, you are not getting any value. So, that is why you need to check complement port also, whether you are getting value in complement port or not. If you are not complement port itself, that means you can write this Qn as it is, otherwise you need to take the reference of that complement port. So, I am just checking my complement port, Qn plus 1 whole bar is equivalent to this port I am checking. For this you need to propagate this gate. So, here the other input is 1 into Qn whole bar. So, here you are getting Qn bar, here also you are not getting any value. So, that is why whatever value you got here, that you can take here itself. So, Qn I am taking. So, that means whatever Qn is there, whatever present state is there, next state is also same only. So, this is called as no change condition of T flip flop. When no change condition in T flip flop will occur means when T equal to 0. So, when T equal to 1, what is going to happen means when T equal to 1, here you are providing 1 1 in place of JK. So, now when these gates inputs are 1, so see here clock is 1 and here also clock is 1. So, here I am taking output of this gate 1 into 1 into, so this Qn. So, 1 into Qn whole bar means here you are getting Qn bar and top side you are getting 1 into Qn bar whole bar. Here you are getting Qn, you can see. Now, I am just taking this Qn to output, that means you can take 0 1 or 1 0, you can take 0 1 or 1 0. So, if Qn equal to 0, Qn bar you are getting 1. For example, if you got 0 here, obviously you are getting 1 here. Then what is the output you are getting, what is the Qn plus 1 you are getting, that means 0 into anything whole bar you are getting 1 here, and here you are getting 1 into, so Qn whole bar whatever you are having that you are getting. So whenever you are having 0, you are getting 1 as Qn plus 1. For example, Qn is equivalent to 1, you can consider here. In this case, when t is equal to 1, after processing, you just consider these gates are G1, G2, G3 and G4. So my G1 output is equivalent to Qn and G2 output you are having Qn bar. I am just considering Qn is equal to 0. Qn may be either 0 or 1. The two possibilities of these two inputs may be 0 1 or 1 0 because we are having complement. For example, Qn equal to 0, then what you are getting at Qn plus 1. Qn equal to 0 means 0 into anything bar you are getting Qn plus 1 is equivalent to 0 into, so that Qn bar whole bar is equivalent to you are getting 1 here. Now for example, Qn if you considered 1, you got 1 in place of Qn. So then what you are getting means, so if Qn is equal to 1, you can see this port. Qn bar is equivalent to 0. I am operating this port because this is easy. So see here, when Qn equal to 0, it is better to operate this gate because 0 into anything 0 bar you can take 1. Now in the second case Qn is equal to 1, so this case is better than dealing this case first. Thus that means Qn bar is equal to 0. So here 0 into G4 output I am considering, G4 output is equal to Qn plus 1 bar is equivalent to, so here, so Qn bar means Qn bar is 0 into and another input is Qn. So another input is Qn whole bar is equal to 0 into anything whole bar means you are getting 1. That means Qn plus 1 bar you are getting as 1 means, so that implies Qn plus 1 you are getting 0. So complement of Qn plus 1 you are getting 1 means Qn plus 1 you are getting 0. That means you can observe these two cases, when Qn is equivalent to 0 you are getting Qn plus 1 as 1. When Qn is equal to 1 you are getting Qn plus 1 as 0, complement of that. So that means, so whatever Qn plus 1 is there, that Qn plus 1 you are getting complement to Qn bar. So here I am writing like this. So now if you want expression for T flip flop, then what you are doing is simply I am just enlarging this truth table. So that means T Qn, Qn plus 1. So in 0 case of T, your Qn value may be either 0 or 1. So in this case you are getting equivalent to Qn. So Qn is either 0 or 1, that same Qn you are getting at output port. So I written like this. In case of T equal to 1, the Qn may be either 0 or 1. You are getting complement of Qn, that means when 0 is there you are getting 1, when 1 is there you are getting 0. This is the expanded truth table. Now this is the time to draw K map. How many variable K map you need to consider means, so I am considering 2 variable K map. Why? Because this is enough to consider 2 variable K map here, because for this output the 2 possible inputs are T and Qn only. So I am considering Qn and T like this, simple T variable K map I take in, where you are having your ones means at T0 Qn1, at T0 Qn1 and at T equal to 1 and at T equal to 1 and Qn equal to 0. T equal to 1, Qn equal to 0 means here. That means you can say diagonal adjacency is there. So you can say Qn plus 1 for a T flip flop is equivalent to T XOR Qn. So T XOR Qn, T XOR Qn is your output equation. For T flip flop, the output equation is Qn XOR T. That means present state XOR with toggle input will provide you next state. For example, if your toggle input is equivalent to 0 and your present state is 0, 0 XOR 0, so you are getting 0, 0 XOR 1 you are getting 1, 1 XOR 0 you are getting 1. So, 1 XOR 1 you are getting 0. In output itself you can see XOR functionality. So, this is about toggle flip flop, in which when toggle input is equivalent to 1, present state is going to complement in next state.